It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. I want you all to imagine with me, if you will, that the people that have the big giant trucks that that go into these corporate offices and they park in the parking lot and they go in the offices to get all the documents that need to be shredded, and maybe they come once a week, every Tuesday or Wednesday, and they grab the buckets, they go outside and they trash them all, they shred them, keeping them all safe and secure. Well, there's a rumor that these organizations are meeting with municipalities all over the country, actually all over the world, because this is a global thing. And they're trying to address the remote worker. And they're asking these cities and governments if they'll be allowed to drive their big, massive shredding trucks in neighborhoods, because they figure they'll come like every Tuesday, they'll park the truck in the middle of the street, and then all the remote workers will run out of their houses with all the stuff that needs to get shredded, and they'll be able to provide that service because they're going to lose that business when they move out of the corporate office. Folks, I assure you, those conversations aren't going on. And then I heard a rumor there was, the water people that sell you the bottled water in the office? Well, they're starting to freak out a little bit because, more people are going home, and so they're not going to be able to sell these bottled water machines for the office. So they're coming up with water machines for the den, and their sales strategy is simple. They're just going to go to their end user customers and say, look, there's a problem when your worker goes home. They're still going to be thirsty. Whether they're in the office or whether they're in their den, they're thirsty. And do you really want those employees to walk through the house from the den to the kitchen to get their water? Well, we have water as a service for the den. You see how stupid that is? Pretty damn stupid. No one's doing it, I assure you. Because you know what? The water people, well, they've been selling water to people's houses for a long, long time. And you know what else? The shredders, they've been in people's houses for a long, long, long time. It's called trying to solve a problem that doesn't exist. And this weekend, I put an article out on LinkedIn, and there's a picture of a salesman trying to sell an Eskimo ice. They respond, you're a great salesperson, but look around, I don't need any ice. And ladies and gentlemen, the title of my article is The Imaging Channel Attempting to Solve Problems Which Don't Exist. And it seems like every single day, there's another article written. There's another expert from the Imaging Channel talking about print management in people's houses, talking about print security in people's houses. And they're talking about print, blah, 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 talking about a piece of hardware. They don't know what else to talk about. And that article I wrote, I gave you some things to talk about because it's about technology services and support for the remote worker. It has nothing to do with print. Print's just a tiny component of it. These customers already have printers in their houses. Ladies and gentlemen, can we put to bed one thing? No one's going to change their printing habits in their house, regardless of what you tell them, because they've been printing in their house quite sufficiently for decades. Who do you think these remote workers are? Most of these remote workers are the white-collar workers. In other words, they can't take the assembly line people and move them into their home office. They could take the management teams. They could take some executives. But guess what? Most of those people are on salary. They've been working out of their house since they got the job in the office. How many people watching this video on salary didn't work remote before the virus even started? Most of you all did. Most of you printed stuff at home when you needed to. Most of you had business processes. Most of you had policies and procedures. Most of you had some kind of IT infrastructure that supported your remote work capabilities, and those capabilities will change, they'll expand. There's things to worry about, there's real threats, but those threats are not a printed page left on the counter for the maid to read. Those threats are around real security threats, open ISPs, no password protection. Those are the things we need to be talking about. So as I end this video, I want you all to think about something. If I wanted to really get documents that I'm going to steal documents, I'm going to print stuff off and sell it on the black web or whatever the hell these people think we're going to do with all these documents that we steal, that we're not supposed to be printed, that the people aren't supposed to see. If I want to do that, all I got to do is pull the document up on my computer, take out a smartphone, take a picture of it. And if I'm a thief, I probably got a file on my phone that says documents I stole from work. And I just take pictures of them, stick them in that file. And then one day I meet someone on a park bench at dusk, and I transfer the file to them. See how stupid that sounds? Ladies and gentlemen, we just keep sounding more stupid. when we focus on a print device in people's houses as a solution. We have to broaden our horizons. We have to broaden our deliverable. And we have to do what customers really want us to do. Solve real problems. Not make up problems and then try to solve these problems we made up that never existed. I'm going to end my time like I always do. Status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.